Okay, I am live. Hello, everybody. You're all very welcome to Wednesday's live call inside the Facebook group Map Your Future ABA, the place where we go from A to B and then decide we're going to go for a bigger and brighter A. Later on today, this call will also be on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss any of the upcoming episodes. All right, so let's get right into it. I want to ask you a question that changed everything for me. What if the only thing holding you back is you yourself? Now, I'm not saying that to judge or to blame or to point fingers. I'm saying it because if you are the block, then you also hold the key too. Last week, I ran the live 5 day event, Reignite Your Power. And what came out of it was people experienced, and it confirmed things for me, because over and over what I saw was this: people are not lazy, they're not broken, they don't need to be fixed or fixing, they just need to remember who they really are and unlearn what's been keeping them stuck. So let me take you through what we uncovered, because whether you saw the event or not, this could help you right now, today. So day one was all about limiting beliefs. Most of us are carrying mental scripts that we didn't write, we inherited. Beliefs about what's possible, what we're worth, what people like us can or can't do. But here's the truth: a belief is just a thought that was repeated enough times until you accept it as fact. If you can learn it, you can unlearn it. And so many of the beliefs that you have were poured into you at a time when you had no choice but to accept what was going on around you in your immediate environment. But you can uncover those things, you can uncover those beliefs, you can evaluate them, reevaluate them, and replace them. This could be the one thing that's holding you back. And I took people through a live exercise on exactly how to pull those things out, to evaluate them, and then to actually replace them. On day two, it was all about money and goals. The one hit home for a lot of people because money is emotional. We explored how your self-worth ties into your net worth, and we talked about setting goals, not from fear or pressure, but from vision, from what you really want, rather than what you know how to do or think you can do. There's a big difference here. The vast majority of people, they don't even set goals, let alone go after them. 83% of people don't set goals. They never decide what they really want, meaning they can never have what they really want. And I shared a powerful exercise on how to help you get clear on what you really want. Because a lot of people will say they don't know what they want, but in reality, they're just rejecting what they want. And I took you through a process of how to, I suppose, clarify all of that. On day three, we got into how the mind works, which was a breakthrough day. We talked about why you do what it is that you do and why you don't do what you say you want. It's not because you're not trying hard enough, it's because your subconscious programming runs the show. And when you learn how to rewire that, change becomes inevitable. Now, people form habits and habits form futures. And I shared an exercise on how to change, how to replace any habit that isn't serving you. That is, in all likelihood, something that's holding you back. When you replace that with a habit that will serve, you propel yourself forward and you get what I call the double impact, the double whammy, where you stop doing something that is harming you and you start doing something that is pushing you forward. On day four, we dived into what controls so much of your life: your self-image. You can never outperform the identity you are attached to. If you see yourself as somebody who always falls short, guess what? You're always going to fall short. How you see you really, really matters. It dictates so much of what goes on in your life. We worked on shifting that, on stepping into the version of you, of yourself that already is, does, and has what you want. Because that's how you really achieve goals. Not fake it till you make it. Act as if with integrity. There's a huge difference between fake it till you make it and act as if. One goes against the grain as you feel like you're being dishonest, like a fraud, and the other works in harmony with who you really are and the laws of the universe, which I might add are always working whether you're aware of them or not. On day 5, we tackled fear. Fear isn't the enemy, it's portrayed. It's a signal. It usually means you're pointed in the right direction, but most people stop at fear because it doesn't feel good. It feels pretty bad in some cases. Instead of walking through it, they freeze and they go backwards, back into the comfort zone. And we talked about how you go through it, how to move through with fear instead of waiting for it to disappear. By the way, fear doesn't disappear, it's never just going to evaporate. But you learn how to move forward into growth in spite of fear. Fear and growth go hand in hand together. So, why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you all of this because the replays are still up, but they're not going to be up for long. They're going to be gone after this weekend. If any part of this message is speaking to you, has sparked something in you, a thought, an inspiration, a gut, and I needed to hear that kind of thought, then I want you to invite you to watch the sessions while they're there. Tune into the one that resonates with you the most. They're not fluffy, they're real, they're practical and transformational. And they're free for now. They're all in the feature section here in the group. And if you want to get real value from the replays, send me a direct message with the word goal or register for it. I'm going to pop a link into the comments below where you can access all these materials. And you'll be able to get the printable this, oh, I had it here handy. You gotta love life. You'll get the workbook and the goal cards as well when you do. Okay, these are all printable, of course. And if you're catching this on YouTube, copy and paste the link into your browser from the comments, and you'll be able to access the replays and the materials as well. Now, you've waited long enough. This isn't about becoming somebody new. It's about removing the blocks that have been dimming the light that's already inside of you. You already have the power. This can help you to reignite that power. Let's help you to remember how to use it, okay? Everyone, that's it for this week. But I would really encourage you, do watch those replays while they're there. Do get access to that workbook, to the goal cards. Go through the process. You'll be amazed at what you will discover about yourself when you do. You do have all the answers already. You just might not know it. This process will help you to get out those answers so you can evaluate them, so you can look at them, so you can make decisions based on what's coming up for you. And do watch them while they're there. And I'll be back here next week talking about how to harness self-leadership. And if you have any questions about today's information or any of the content in Map Your Future, you can simply comment below, or you can send me a direct message via LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we're connected. Or you can send me an email via abeal@anthonybeal.ie. And if you know somebody that could really do with this material, invite them to have a look at it. I want to get this information to as many people as possible that need it, and I need your help with that. As always, everybody, have a great week. God bless you all, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye for now.